welcome to day 20 of Vlogmas. I'm just currently in my sewing corner at the moment. I am about to do a little bit of sewing. I'm hoping to sew up the dressing gowns. I didn't really get a huge amount done last night because after having my booster I felt quite poorly. I've been topping myself up with paracetamol. My arm is really sore today and I've got a bit of a headache, so I'm hoping to ease myself in with the dressing gowns. I've just come over to my machine and I'm going to give it a clean first. It's really dusty and dirty underneath the plate. So I've just taken that off and I've got a paintbrush and I'm just gonna hopefully get rid of all the dust and things that's underneath. I'll flip the camera so you can see what it looks like. So as you can see, there's lots and lots of dust and dirt in here. So I'm gonna give it a really good clean and then hopefully the machine will sew really nicely for me. And then I'm gonna do the same when I go over to my overlocker because that needs a really good clean as well. This is all the fluff that came from underneath my machine, so it's definitely worth cleaning it. So this is a reminder to you, if you haven't cleaned your machine for a while. I just took off this plate and then gave it a good old brush. I've got some makeup brushes that I use just for cleaning my machine. So hopefully it will sew much smoother now. I've just been out. I had to go to the post office to post some more parcels, and then I picked up from the local florist a centrepiece for Christmas Day. So this is what we're going to have out on our table on Christmas Day. It's absolutely gorgeous. It smells amazing. There's some dried orange and cinnamon and things, and then this candle in the middle, you can replace it with another candle because it's just in a little stand. So I'm really excited about having that for Christmas Day. It's so pretty. We're off shopping because it's James's birthday tomorrow. So we're off to buy secret birthday things. We've left him at home, so we're going to go and buy lots of different presents, aren't we, girls? Hi everyone, welcome to day 21 of Vlogmas. I'm really sorry that I didn't get a video out to you yesterday. I was planning to. I had all intentions of filming a video, but my booster completely wiped me out and I wasn't expecting that at all. I was expecting to have a sore arm, but I wasn't expecting to feel really poorly. So I had my booster jab on Sunday, which I'm incredibly grateful for being able to have. Slept really fine on the Sunday evening, apart from my arm just feeling a little bit sore. And then woke up the next day, so yesterday, feeling a little bit achy, but okay. And I had some jobs that I needed to get done, so you'll see some footage of me shopping with my children. We went to buy some last minute bits and bobs because it's my husband's birthday today. And I was feeling okay, a little bit achy, but not awful. And then as soon as I got home, I just felt absolutely horrendous. Really achy, had a really sore head, really throbbing. And because I felt so awful, I went straight to bed about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I never nap during the day. I don't really enjoy napping during the day. It makes me feel even worse. But I couldn't keep my eyes open and my head was just really throbbing. So I went to bed, slept for over 2 hours, which is completely unheard of for me. Woke up, had something to eat, had some Lucozade because that obviously makes you feel better. Stayed up for a little bit and then I went straight back to bed. So I slept for about 14 hours, woke up feeling so much better. My arm still hurts a little bit. It's sort of sensitive to touch, and if I try and lift it too high, it hurts a little bit. But I was really worried that I was going to be feeling really poorly for today because it's my husband's birthday. And I always feel like he gets a bit of a rough deal anyway because his birthday is the 21st of December and it's so close to Christmas. So I always try and make an effort to make sure that he has a really lovely day. So I was really pleased that I woke up feeling so much better. So it meant that I could finish his birthday present. So I did get him some presents as well, but I've been saying that I'd sew him, sorry I just dropped my calendar. I've been saying that I was going to sew him a dressing gown and I was going to sew one for myself. So I focused just on getting his dressing gown finished. And I've managed to get it finished. I haven't got photos of him wearing it because I literally finished it this afternoon. But it's in this gorgeous waffle knit fabric. Oh, I think that's the inside. Where's the top of it? So here it is in this amazing waffle knit fabric. He's got patch pockets on either side. He's got the belt and the lovely long sleeves. It just stops just below his knee. And he's really enjoyed wearing it today, and I know that he's going to get lots and lots of wear out of it. Sorry, I'm just knocking birthday cards everywhere. So I'm really pleased that I was able to get that finished. It is the larger dressing gown pattern, which is named clothing pattern. It works for woven as well as stretch. Somebody messaged me and asked, could you use toweling? And you definitely could. That is one of the fabrics that's mentioned. I've made it in like a silky satin for someone, and that was beautiful. It had such a lovely drape to it. And then I've made it in this waffle knit here, and this is just going to feel really nice and cozy. I'll pop it on so you can see what it looks like on me, but obviously this is, I did a size medium for him. And the other great thing about the larger dressing gown, apologies if I'm saying that incorrectly, it's spelled Lahja. One of the really great things is it's not only is it suitable for lots of different types of fabric, but it's also a unisex dressing gown pattern, which is great. So I've actually used one of my, I think these were Kylie in the machine. I think they were actually, they came in my advent calendar. I've used one of the labels that says made with love, because it was made with love. And I'm just really pleased that I was able to get this finished. So I'll pop it on, obviously over the top of what I'm wearing at the moment. But it's got a really nice high sort of collar, and then you wrap it over. And if I stand up, it's obviously too big for me, but yeah, you wrap it over, and then we've got the little belt there, and then we've got the little loop fastening at the sides for the belt, and then on me it stops just below my knees. My knees are there and it stops just below, and it's the same for him. We're quite a similar height. He's a couple of inches taller than I am. So I'm really pleased that I managed to get that finished, and I know that he's going to get lots and lots of wear out of the dressing gown. So once I'd finished sewing up my husband's dressing gown, I've got a friend, I made her cupcakes for her son a few days ago. I think I mentioned it in one of my Vlogmas videos, but she'd also asked me if I could make a cake for her son as well. So she wanted a number 13, so a 1 and a 3. The only requirements were one needed to be sponge with buttercream and one needed to be chocolate with buttercream. And she wanted one covered in lots of chocolates, and then the rest was up to me to decide what to do. So I'd already baked the cakes. I baked them yesterday morning, which was lucky because yesterday evening I just felt really awful, so I wouldn't have been able to bake them. So all I had to do was decorate them. So once I'd done the dressing gown, my husband went for a nap. That's his favourite thing to do. So he had a birthday nap. I decorated the cakes. So one of them I chose to decorate with buttercream around the outside and in the middle to fill it, and then I popped loads of sweeties all over it. And then the other one I covered in buttercream in the middle, and then covered it in chocolate fingers all the way around the outside, and then put tons of chocolate on top. So I'm going to deliver that tomorrow, and that's always my favourite part of making a cake, because I love the reaction when people see the cake. So hopefully they'll really enjoy seeing that. But I'll put in some images of what that cake looks like. And I am planning to make a few things over the next couple of days. We've got some neighbours that I always make cakes for at Christmas, and a couple of small businesses that we enjoy working with that I want to say thank you to as well. So I'll be making them some cupcakes and some brownies. And I made brownies for my husband for his birthday as well, because he's not a massive cake fan, but he does love a brownie. So Ruby and Lola helped me make some brownies as a birthday treat for him, and we just popped some candles in the top of the brownies and sang happy birthday to him this morning. So that was sort of what happened yesterday, and then also what I managed to get sewn up today. We also went out for lunch. I've got a little video of him waving in the restaurant. My girls are sort of teenagers now, so we can leave them at home for a couple of hours on their own. But we can't leave them on their own in the evening, so we don't really go out for dinner anymore. Instead, what we tend to do is go out for lunch, and we stay quite local, so if they need us we can get home quite quickly, but generally they don't need us. As long as I make sure that they've got food and they're happy before we go, we only pop out for like an hour and a half, and they're absolutely fine at home. We don't really have anybody to look after our children in the evenings, so we make the most of when we can go out for lunch, and it was really lovely to go out for lunch today. Another consideration that I have to sort of factor in is, I think I've talked about this before, my eldest is autistic, so I have to make sure she doesn't really like anybody different looking after her either, which is another reason why we don't have anybody in the evenings to look after her. But I also need to make sure that she's happy before we go anywhere, and we have to just make sure that we plan things in advance just to make sure that she's happy too. So it was a real treat to be able to go out for lunch today. And then in a second, when I finish filming, I'm going to go and cook a dinner for my husband. My children have already eaten. I fed them before we went out. And the reason I'm in sports gear is because we went out to do something new together. So there's a bouldering place, like a climbing place that's just opened right near us. My husband's always wanted to do it. So as a birthday present, I booked him a bouldering lesson. So we went and had a beginner, like, hour class. And then once we'd had the hour lesson, then we were able to have a go at doing some of the routes, some of the climbing routes. I booked it for him, and then I thought whilst I'm going I might as well have a go myself, and it was so much fun. Really enjoyed it. So I've got some video footage of us both climbing, so I'll pop that in so you can see what sort of thing we got up to and what it looked like. But yeah, we had to do some safety things first, then we had some warm-up exercises, and then there's different levels of sort of climbing sort of routes that you can take. So we just went on the really easy routes to begin with, and just had a practice at climbing safely up and then climbing safely down, but then also jumping safely down in case we ever needed to jump safely down as well. It was really fun. It's a place that's opened right near us, so my husband and I think we're going to get a membership for there, so that it means that we can go and do some bouldering together whenever we want to. They also allow children to go and do it too, so I think we're going to get Ruby and Lola signed up so that they can go and do it as well, and hopefully it'll be something really local that we can do as a family. But yeah, it was really fun. I wasn't too sure whether I'd enjoy it or not, but it was really fun, and I can't wait to go back and have another try. I'll put a picture in of what I wore to lunch. I shared a picture over on my Instagram feed earlier on today. I popped on a sort of festive silvery plissé billy jumper that I made a few weeks ago, and then also some pink satin so over it ultimate trousers. Nice and comfortable for eating Italian food, so I'll pop a picture in of me wearing that. But to go bouldering, and you'll see in the video, I've just got a sports sort of zip up hoodie on, and then I've got just a plain black t-shirt, and then I wore my Hubie leggings. I'll stand up so you can see. So it's in this amazing activewear fabric that's got floral print all over it, and I got this from Sony Sunshine. I love the Hubie leggings. They're really fitted. They've got no outside seam, so it means that they're super duper comfortable, and they're also really high-waisted as well, and it's really comfortable. They fit really nicely, they're nice and snug, and they were absolutely perfect for bouldering. So I'm now looking for a men's pattern for something similar, because this was the perfect thing to wear for climbing. It was really comfortable. So I'm going to go in a second so I can go and cook dinner and maybe have a nice glass of wine. My husband's got some beers that I got him for his birthday. But I have got my Kindly in the Machine advent calendar that I thought I would share with you. So I've got yesterday's, because I felt too poorly to open that yesterday, which is door 20. So we'll see what is behind door 20. So it's like a sort of an aqua blue, I would say, turquoise colour that says nailed it, and there's a thumbs up. So 3 labels that say nailed it. And then door 21. Let's see what's behind door 21. Oh, cute. Love you to the moon and back. So I am in the process now of sewing up Christmas pyjamas. A pair for myself, a pair for my husband, and then a pair for Ruby and Lola. So I think I'm going to use these in Ruby and Lola's pyjamas. They're super cute. Love you to the moon and back. Adorable. So I've only got a couple of doors left, so I'm looking forward to opening door 22 tomorrow. I've got more birthday celebrations with my husband tomorrow, so I'll see if I can film a little bit, otherwise I'll be filming in the evening. And I'm hoping to get my dressing gown sewn up tomorrow, so I can take a photo of both my husband and I wearing our dressing gowns. And then I'm also going to be sewing up pyjamas, because I've only got a couple of days to get those sewn up. I like to put the new pyjamas in the Christmas Eve boxes that I do for Ruby and Lola, so I'll have to get on with those tomorrow and the day after. And then on Christmas Eve, we're going to see a pantomime, so I'll be able to film a little bit of the pantomime too. But I'm feeling much better. I wanted to say thank you so much for all the lovely comments and well wishes that I got yesterday when I posted on my community tab to say that I wouldn't be able to bring out a video. Thank you so much. I am feeling so much better, but I am also feeling incredibly grateful that I was able to get my booster jab. So I'm going to go and cook dinner and spend the evening with my husband as it's his birthday. I'll be back tomorrow with day 22 of Vlogmas. Thank you as always for coming back and watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, it'd be amazing if you could hit that subscribe button. And I'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye.